Okay, so this is Charlie. Let's take a moment to review the simplified midterm. You're supposed to create 3 documents, insert some images in them, save them as HTML and markdown, then create copies of these documents on Google Drive, OneDrive, and EverNote, and then turn it in. So let's come over here to StackEdit, and what we'll do is we'll start by creating a new document, and I'll choose the theme for this document to be forests. So I'll call this one forests, and I'll give it a title up here, forests, and I'll delete that, and then I'll say I like forests, and now I need to put an image in my document. So we could have, and we could insert 1 or more images. And we'll come over here and we'll search on Google, and we want to get free images that have no copyright restrictions on them. So we'll look for the Wiki Commons. And here it is. We could perhaps go right to the images category, but it doesn't much matter how we do it. We can just come over here to the Wiki Commons and we can search on forest images. And we'll search, and we come back and we get some results here. And one of the results is this picture here, which I kind of like. So we'll come down here, and there's some options up here, use this file on the web, but I think it's simplest just to grab these guys down here. So right click, find the one that's about 640 times 427, copy the link location, go back into StackEdit, make sure your cursor is in the right location. Once in a while I lose the cursor in StackEdit, so what I do is I just close it and then reopen it. And then I get the cursor back. Now I can come over here, paste in my image, right? I chose the image icon up here and then just pasted the URL into that image icon, and here's my image in here. And then maybe I could write a little summary. And we just, put in a little text, a little something, whatever's interested that you like about them. Now, let's come over here and export to disk as HTML and export to disk as markdown. And then we can come up here and go to the place where we downloaded them. You'll notice I wiped everything else out of my downloads folder. Usually you don't need to keep the contents of it, and if you started this exercise with an empty downloads folder, then it would be easy to find the files that you've created. So I double click on the HTML file and up comes my document. Then I can right click and it doesn't give me the option I want, but I can just simply select the document and choose copy. And then I'm going to come over here now, and now we want to create the document first in Google Drive. So I'll come over here to Google Drive, and you all probably know that I have the files that you've shared with me. Here are all the folders that you all created. But let's say that this is the one that's my folder, Prog 270-Calvert, right? And I'll come over here and I'll choose New, Google Doc, and it says it's being created in a shared folder, and I'd say, yes, thank you. That's exactly where I want it so that my teacher can see it. I'm sharing it in the folder that he and I have shared together. And then I'll simply press Control-V in order to paste these images in here. And everything should show up just fine. If it doesn't, you could use the tools up here, say, to insert the image yourself manually into this document. And rename it and call it I'll call it forests, and we'll click on OK. Now in my haste here, I made one mistake. I'm going to go back to Google Drive, and then here in Google Drive, well, it hasn't updated itself yet. I'll try a little refresh action and see if that helps. And here's my forest document. But I had asked you to create a folder called Create Docs. And then I want you to put your documents in that Create Docs folder. So we'll put all of our documents into that folder so that I can easily find them. Okay. Then let's, for instance, go over to EverNote. And here on EverNote, I can sign in. And then, once again, go to your notebooks, find the one that you shared with me, and inside that folder, create the document that you want. So let's just pretend this was the folder that was yours. And then come over here and once again, just paste in that document, Control V. Maybe you'd want to move the title up to there like that. And now here you've got your document also in EverNote. So that gives you a fairly clear idea of what you can do in EverNote. All right. Let's think. Elvenware. So that's create the documents. I haven't showed you how to do it in OneDrive, but the process is the same. The key is that when you're in OneDrive, you put it in the right folder, right? You go over here, you find the folder that you've shared with me, and suppose it were this one, and then you create your document in here, right? And put it in the right place, and then press, well, now I don't have everything I need anymore. I can come over here, copy it again, come back over here, and then here's the document in OneDrive. And once again, if this image doesn't resolve itself, for some reason, sometimes it just spins and never resolves itself. If that happens, you can come up here to the insert image and you know, put the image in that way. It doesn't seem like it does really quite as good a job as the other ones do, but hopefully that'll work out for you. If it doesn't work, just do the best you can with it. Okay, and then when you're done, I can find these ones because they're in your right folders, and I can find this one and this one, your Google Docs. I can find them because they're in your folders, but I also want you to, you know, you're going to create not just one document as I have here, but 3 of them. Right click on them, send to compressed zip folder, and call it midterm.zip or something. Actually, do better than that. Midterm _ your last name.zip, and then submit that when you turn in your code, and write a note to me if there's anything else you think I need to know. All right, that's all I wanted to say then about this particular assignment. Thanks now.